Hi, my name's Pete and I work as a designer for Sizzix, and today I want to introduce you to a range of paper punches designed by none other than Mr. Tim Holtz. Now, this is one of the punches, and you'll notice that it's ergonomically designed with this wonderful soft grip handle. Now this is perfect, and those of you who remember, as I do, the traditional punches where you depress the center with your thumb will welcome this particularly. It also has a locking mechanism on the top, so you just slide this latch across, that opens it up to use, and then when not in use it stores perfectly flat, which is great for stackable storage. Isn't that fab? Now we'll move these to one side, and I just want to show you, before we actually see the punches in action, let's take a look at some of the materials that you can cut using this butterfly punch. First up we have mirror board, corrugated card, sandpaper, grunge paper, craft foil, textured card. We've got compressed sponge, which we'll take a look at a bit later, pearlized card, glitter card. We've got tin foil. Now this is common or garden normal kitchen tin foil, which was then attached to card using spray adhesive. We have cork, craft card, wood veneer, magnetic sheet, and last but not least, embossed card. Let's take a look at the punches in use. Obviously they cut paper and card perfectly. This is vellum paper, which is probably amongst the thinnest materials that you'll be cutting. So I'll open up my latch there, and we'll do this with the punch upside down so you can see what happens when I slide that into place, squeeze the handle, and there's our shape. Absolutely perfect, crisp and pristine. Now, next up we've got some acetate, but it's not just any old ordinary acetate. This is actually packaging from a Sizzix die, so we don't throw anything away here. So we'll slide that into place, press the handle as before. Oh, there it goes. So it might be difficult to pick that up, so I'll move it around so it catches the light, but there are quite a lot of uses for a material like that. Now, one of my favorite, one of the most underused and underrated materials, this is shrink plastic. So again, I'll slide that into the punch like so, pop it through, and here's our shape. Now, it doesn't look much as it is, but once you apply a heat gun to that, look at that lovely little shape you get there. Perfect for jewelry findings, little trinkets, something to add to a scrapbook, or even a handmade card. Now, let's get serious. This is quite a heavyweight material. This is craft cork. It's adhesive backed, and we're going to slide that into the punch like so. But just look how easy it is. So we'll do this one the other way up now. There. Just to press it, there's our cork shape. Wonderful for adding some unusual texture to your projects. There we are. So we'll take that cork out, and this is magnetic sheet. Now you can buy this in different thicknesses. Some of it, as this one is adhesive backed. So what you can do with adhesive back, you can add a pattern paper to that prior to cutting, and we'll slide that again into place, and that's cut really cleanly, and that is quite a thick, strong material there. But what you can do, if you did attach the paper to it beforehand, you get this lovely little butterfly shape, which is magnetic. I can just see these running up the side of somebody's fridge there. Now, the last material I want to introduce you to, this is, remember when we were looking earlier, we talked about compressed sponge. I must be perfectly honest, I've got a bag of this. I can't remember where I bought it from, but it is a fabulous material. And it's pretty innocuous looking at first, but then when you pop it, I've got a saucer of water here. When you pop it in the water, look at that. Isn't that great? So you can use it as it is, but it's perfect for sponge printing as well, which makes it great for kids' crafts or for a mixed media project. And that's just some of the materials that you can cut using these punches. So we've seen our punches in action. You've seen how cleanly and how crisply they cut out the shapes. But now this is the business end. This is actually some of the things that you can create using those punches. These are just very quick and simple cards because they are perfect for quick makes, but you can use them to embellish your home decor items or maybe a large scrapbook page. Let's just take a look at a couple of these. Firstly, this leaf. Now, I punched the leaf and then I inked them individually before using a stylus to get this sort of organic, realistic creasing into the leaves and then inking around the outside. Now you can see this lovely flower here. What I've actually done with those, I punched them out of paper. So it was an ivory paper. Then I inked the edges, and there were 4 of them. I inked the edges and folded each one into quarters. Then I simply put the 4 quarters together before popping a gem in the center. Now, lastly, you can see this lovely little butterfly. With that, I punched it out of glitter card, and then I used the edge of my tweezers to actually curl back the wings to give it a little extra dimension. Pretty cool, I think. Well, I think that these punches are a perfect addition to anybody's stash. I mean, and I really had forgotten how much fun they are to use. And of course, the one thing that I particularly like about these is that they're created in Tim Holtz's signature style. Now, thanks for watching today, and if you want to find out more or just keep up to date with all our latest designs, why not go along to the website?